The Rand Park Golf Club is the ultimate urban golfing destination of choice with 2 perfectly manicured courses. And this is exactly where we find ourselves today as we bring you the ultimate in Trendz travel. Now, Johannesburg's Nedbank Polo Club was abuzz with guests who came from across the continent and across the globe to be part of the prestigious Nedbank International Polo event. This is not only a polo event, which means it's high sports action, but it's also high fashion. And of course, Trendz travel was there.
Welcome to the Nedbank International Polo 2019. It's renowned as one of the best social events on the calendar. From celebrities, politicians, we get to mingle with the who's who of Johannesburg. Nedbank hosted its annual International Polo Cup in the heart of Sandton. Guests were treated to a 5-star lounge experience where VIP status was the order of the day. From shoe shining pointers for guys to makeup touch-up station for the ladies, good food, an overflow of expensive champagne, and of course, the main attraction, the horses. We chatted to the host of the event who gave us the lowdown.
Be bold, be green, be polo. At the end of the day, it's about you expressing who you are. But we understand that green is going to be a new color for 2020. So we're here to introduce it to South Africa and to all of polo patrons. At the end of the day, anyone can come and attend polo and watch it. At Alua, we bring you music, we bring you food, we bring you luxury. We've got DJ Fresh, we've got Spare and Knaves, we've got DJ Choice. We've got best food that you can ever find in there. But last but not least, the right crowd in Johannesburg can only be found at Alua.
The theme for this year's polo was Be Bold in Green, and guests did not disappoint. We spotted fashion influencer Sarah Langa, socialite Tsepi Vundla, and Vika Shepelana.
My outfit was actually last minute. I had a malfunction with my original outfit, but now I'm wearing a jumpsuit from Pushka. It's like 1 sleeves, it's very polo appropriate, it's summer, like it's great for the weather. It's fun, it's flirty, it's very sexy, and I stuck to the theme today.
I'm wearing Tiago Bakar. He's actually a Mozambican designer who's recently launched his collection and new store in Hyde Park here in Johannesburg. I love it. We're going global. We're going super African, but not only South African. So I decided to try out something different. I'm actually wearing him for the first time. He's really good, specializes in jewels, and this is one of his signature colors as well.
Tebe Magugu, oh my god. So he's just won the LVMH prize, which is like the biggest accolade that you give a designer in the world. And this is from his latest collection.
Stunning. You here for the horses or for the fashion?
I think a bit of both. You know, a girl can't choose. It's very tough.
While it was a fashion that turned heads and got tongues wiggling, but the polo match between South Africa and New Zealand is what got the crowd excited. The South African team won the game and took the trophy with a score of 10-5. Quite a remarkable feat, especially knowing that since 1972, these two teams have been worthy opponents for the cup, and this year marks their 7th encounter. If you miss all the fashion and horses, be sure to catch it next year.
An Egyptian masseuse plays with fire to relieve his client's muscle pain at his spa in the Nile Delta Governorate of Garbeya. Abdel Rahim Said applies the ancient pharaonic technique known as the fiery towel by starting with a standard massage using oil and chamomile to stimulate blood circulation and alleviate some of the pain in the affected areas. Then comes the heat. Said places several layers of towels and other isolating materials on the client's back. Then a towel soaked in alcohol is placed on top and set on fire. It burns for roughly a minute before the flames are put out with another wet towel. It is called a fiery massage that works by sucking moisture out of the body. Said cannot use this technique on people suffering from high blood pressure, kidney failure, or hemophilia. He had trained under an expert in the fiery towel technique in Morocco and had earned several massage certifications from institutions in Egypt.
هو نوع من أنواع التدليك، هو اسمه التدليك الناري. هو بيندرج تحت قائمة التدليك أو المساج بمعنى الاحتكاك. أنا بتصل مع الجسم البشري، او مع بتصل اتصال رسمي، اتصال وثيق بيني وبين الجسم وبين الانسان اللي معايا.
يلا
ان هناك محظورات دائما ما ننبه منها. طبعا بنقدر ان احنا ناخد فكرة عن الحالة المرضية عن الشخص اللي جاي لنا. بنسأل الاول عن حالته الصحية، لو هيتناسب معاه ان احنا نشتغل فبنشتغل، لا يتناسب معه حسب دراستنا فلا نقوم له بهذه الطريقة من العلاج.
اختلف تقريبا 100% الحمد لله رب العالمين. يعني من الاول كنت بصلي وانا قاعد ما كنتش بقدر اصلي كويس، كنت لازم العربيه موطي مش قادر اشد جسمي ورا واحده كده وانا قايم العربيه. دلوقتي الحمد لله بنزل من العربيه من اول جلسه وثاني جلسه الحمد لله بسم الله ما شاء الله، يعني جسمي يتحول يتحسن الاداء العملي بتاعي، وكان في كسل وما عادش في كسل الحمد لله.
It is Tourism Month and it is also Heritage Month, and we'd like to know how you're celebrating both of those. Let us know on our platforms on Twitter or on Instagram. That's on Trendz on SABC using the hashtag SABC News.
The fact that I got shot in Lavendale was the turning point for me.
Those people won't get the message that we really want to say enough is enough.
When I took 30K, I wanted to invest it in Forex.
If you're using foreign exchange just to try and make money, you're essentially gambling.
If I had a recipe to constantly make money on every single trade, why would I want to sell that?
This guy signed, he produced the fraudulent the pay slips. This is the ID copy he used. This is not me.
This bogus doctor was busy performing an illegal abortion. From the outside it all looks authentic, but when you look closely, it's a scam.
You know, after all the media noise and everything, they know me.
Special assignment, Sunday at 9:30 on SABC News.
What prompted this whole conversation?
He immediately said he will not be renewing the contract next year when it comes to an end in April.
They say it's over 10 years that they've been getting a raw deal from the bus company.
1,800 people that work for that company are all of a sudden jobless.
The solution we're providing is to basically take those buses off the road.
Innovations to the home of a world-renowned traditional healer, Credo Mutwa, are expected to be completed. This after a social media frenzy about the unbearable conditions that Mutwa and his family are subjected to.
After discussions with the infrastructure unit, they have indicated by the end of the month, everything should be finalized.
Hasina Gori, what's happening where you are?
Where community members of Vlakfontein in the south of Johannesburg has come out to say enough is enough. Thokozani Sebeko is allegedly guilty of murdering his 41-year-old lover.
They were sick and tired of men killing women in our area.
Now, it's not a secret that not everyone on the planet follows the Gregorian calendar as we do, as is the case with Ethiopia, who just ushered in their new year, celebrating a very, very colorful 2012.
The Ethiopian community gathered at a colorful celebration in Sandton to celebrate Enku Tatash, which is the first day of a new year in Ethiopia based on their calendar. The coffee ceremony is a big part of all household meals made from the rich, authentic Ethiopian coffee beans. Happy New Year! Yes, I'm not crazy. Today is officially the first day of the new year according to the Ethiopian calendar. We are officially in the year 2012, believe it or not. So I think I'm gonna move to Ethiopia because I'm like 7 years younger there. Let's party. Defined as the gift of jewels, legend has it that the biblical King Solomon of Jerusalem gave the Queen of Sheba jewels during her famous visit to Jerusalem some 3,000 years ago. Her return to Ethiopia with the gifts coincided with the New Year celebration in September, hence the name Enku Tatash.
The Ethiopian New Year is different. Ethiopia follows a different calendar. Currently it's 2012 in Ethiopia. It just turned 2012 yesterday. Ethiopia has 13 months, 30 months or 12 months of 30 days and 5 or 6 days of short months, which no one gets paid for it. So we're just celebrating the New Year in September rather than in January. So this is the official calendar in Ethiopia.
Okay, so you have 30 days. Are the weeks 7 days or is it different?
The week is the same, it's 7 days. It's just the months. The month starts from September and it runs all the way until the end of August. Then after August, there will be 5 or in a leap year 6 days, which is considered as the shortest months. So the 13 months would be that one.
Okay, so can you tell us about the Ethiopian Airways involvement in the Ethiopian community in South Africa?
Ethiopian Airlines supports Ethiopian community and all other African community mainly by providing a very seamless and efficient transport service. Basically, Ethiopian operates to a lot of destinations in the continent. We currently fly to 60 plus cities in Africa. So we have multiple frequencies out of South Africa. By doing that, we mainly serve the community. But in addition to that, we participate in various social responsibility activities, in various community gatherings that promote African culture, Ethiopian culture in particular.
Dignitaries and elders shed the rich history and cultural diversity of their beautiful country. They have a lot of celebrations on their calendars, such as Adwa, which is Victory Day, commemorating the resistance in colonization in the 1800s, and the popular Mescal, also celebrated in September, which is the founding of the cross of Jesus Christ. South Africans generally that want to come to visit your country, what should they look forward to and what can they expect?
Ethiopia is a very beautiful country. It is, like you've seen it in the presentation, the cultural, the heritage, the church, the contrast of the environment and everything. It gives a lot of good opportunity for South African to come and test. On top of that, the people are very hospitable, and Addis Ababa is like 5 hours out of from Johannesburg, 6.5 hours from Cape Town, and it's the shortest destination to travel to on a direct flight and to visit Addis Ababa, the lively city, the capital city of the continent, and to visit the very hospitable Ethiopian people, the culture and all of the history as well.
Raw meat is considered a delicacy. They dip it in spicy sauces like mitmita. Food mainly consists of vegetables and spicy stews. There isn't a lot of starch. Maybe that's why they have great figures. Happy New Year!
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too.
How do you feel? It's the year 2012. How do you feel?
Younger. 7 years younger. Come on.
So do you live in South Africa?
Yeah, I live in South Africa.
So what do you think of the new year?
Oh, it's like I always believe that it's a new start, a new relationship, a new adventure. So like every morning you rise up and then you see a bright future. And when it's a new year, and it's like there's new opportunities, new relationships, new adventures.
Today you are in South Africa celebrating New Year's. How do you feel?
I am happy the big celebrate Ethiopian calendar. Happy New Year.
Happy!
Yes, thank you very much.
In a bid to bring a bit of travel and a bit of heritage, we go to Mhlanga where we learn to make authentic Durban curry, honoring our brothers and sisters of Indian heritage. It is right here in Mhlanga at the Mnandi restaurant that we have come for some authentic Indian cuisine.
I'm gonna be doing a Durban chicken curry. Then I will start off with the cumin seeds. I hope and trust my oil is not that hot, because it doesn't have to be hot, otherwise it will burn my seeds. So there we go with the cumin seeds, followed by the cinnamon, rosemary, and some curry leaves.
To that she added onion, ginger, and an array of different curries.
So it's mild curry for Durban, but hot curry for a Durban girl.
Yeah, you're right, you can say that again. Garam masala.
Then she let it fry.
Okay. Here we go. When your spices are cooked, you can smell that, you know what, right now they're actually getting cooked.
Blended tomato and onion is added for some moisture.
Now let it cook a bit. This is what we actually known for in Durban, the curries. You know, everywhere you go, when it comes to Durban, there's the best curries for you. Starting to look familiar, no? That's good. Okay. Sorry?
Now it looks like I've seen it.
And now for the main ingredient, tender chicken breasts.
It has to. It's Durban spices, what do you expect? I will add a little bit of water in here. I have to check the consistency first. Okay. Here we go. As it looks right now, you know, the flavors, all the mixed spices and herbs, it's actually starting to intensify. Actually starting to get that, you know, that Durban style real curry is actually starting to come up right now. Then I'm just gonna leave a little bit to simmer for about 20 minutes, just to get the chicken to be cooked inside.
Then it's time to plate and serve.
Hello, Betty.
Hi there. Thank you. Now guys, you know, as they say, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Let's start here. Bone apple teeth. So guys, apparently I've been doing curry wrong all my life, because I never used the coconut ever. I was like, what's this for? But this is amazing. And also, for a Joburg girl, it's the best. I'm not like dying from the heat, so you can tell it's curry, but it's so good. We have so much more of Trendz travel coming up after the break, so don't go anywhere. Some of South Africa's most prominent chefs showcased their culinary prowess at this year's Appetite Fest. One of the highlights was I'm Cooking With, which gave normal people a chance to cook with celebrities. And Puleng, of course, was there.
The Sun Arena was once again transformed into a fairground of inspired food, drinks and entertainment experience at the 2019 Appetite Fest. The venue, which catered for indoors and outdoors experience, had endless variety of stalls.
Local and international chefs have come out to play right here in Pretoria, and they have their legions of fans just waiting to taste their creations. We as Trendz Travel are here to taste. We're also here to critique, but most importantly to have fun and also enjoy this beautiful weather. It is spring after all.
Some of South Africa's most prominent chefs showcased their culinary skills in different theatres within the arena. We started with a masterclass by celebrity chef Lorna Maseko, who shared some of the recipes from her new cookbook.
The book is literally for people that have supported my journey since the beginning, since I did Celebrity MasterChef, August as a ballet dancer, and people have been asking it for years, so I think it was time.
Da, 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 da. Camera and a bit of salt.
I'm like an easy, quintessential home cook type person, so everything needs to be rustic, quick, easy. I always say, you know, I don't work in an operating kitchen, so if you want to buy ready-made curry paste it is, and then find a way to elevate that to the next level. If you have time to make curry paste, please, Bob's your uncle, do that. But people don't have time. Cooking at home should be easy, should be fun, and should never feel intimidating.
From the masterclass, I headed to the stalls and I was blown away by the amount of variety of food the event had on display.
What are you guys making?
What we're doing here is Mozambique prawns with maputo rice, okay, well marinated, and then the maputo rice, we serve them in different platters with lemon garlic butter and a hot chili sauce.
So dip it in the chili and enjoy.
All right. Wow. I need to catch my breath. Oh my goodness, you need to taste this.
Just when I thought I had tasted the ultimate flavor of the festival, I found myself doing this once more.
So I think just to top everything up, I mean, I've been tasting meat, I've tasted some prawns. I think now I need to just cool it off and just enjoy some good old sugar. And the best way to do that is if you dip your hands in the churros. Okay, these are my favorites. You know, I love churros. Can I taste the traditional churros?
Absolutely, you may.
Tell our viewers about traditional churros. What's in them?
Traditional churros are a fried dough that are served with cinnamon sugar and then a dipping chocolate.
Okay, so how do you guys serve yours?
So we serve them in a cone where there's 6 sticks in a small cone or 12 in a large cone with a chocolate. But we're going to give you a taster of one now so that you can make your own opinion on how good they are.
And now for the taste. All the foodies would agree that the Appetite Fest is definitely a place to be for all those who enjoy having their taste buds tickled.
We just had a masterclass session with Matt and it was absolutely wonderful. We had some South African dishes, springbok with pop, and it was amazing.
I'm not here as a chef, I'm here as just a normal person to experience, you know, different foods, different everything's like there's different cultures in there. Like I've seen at least 15 different gin stands and it's just like, whoa, okay, I didn't know there's so much craft gin in South Africa.
And that's all we have for you in this week's edition of Trendz Travel. Remember to catch us again next week, same time, same place, for all your favorites in lifestyle and travel. I'm Eloise Scoble, signing out.